Hi everyone, welcome back to Rate My Ride. This is Austin, I'm Jay, and that's Michael. We're Next Gen Media, and today we're doing 2020 Jeep SRT that belongs to Kevin Wiks.
Today we're out here with the 2020 SRT Jeep Cherokee. This bad boy, it's actually got real functional vents. We're not fooling anybody with these. Cool thing about these vents too is Jeep has that iconic 7 vents at the front. They see each one of these stands for each continent that Jeep was first on. Old wives' tale. Other cool things about this is we've got headlight cleaners. This shoots up some water, just a little psh, psh. Spray some water on there to help clean off them, keep you nice and clean on the highway so you can see anything coming up, any animals, blah 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 blah. Moving up, we got another thing that goes psh, psh. This bad boy is loaded with some nitrous. This little nozzle here, she lets out the go-go juice. Psh, psh.
So on this Jeep, we have 20-inch wheels all the way around, and on the front here we have 8-piston Brembo brakes, and on the back we have 4-piston Brembo brakes. And moving up here, we have keyless entry as well, so if you have the key in your pocket, you can just put your hand in there and the car will unlock. So, moving back, we got these fender flares that stick out just a little bit. They're built into the car and they compensate with the wheels being 295s on the rear for a wide stance to give it that aggressive look.
So this Jeep Cherokee also has an automatic trunk. And once it's open and you're done putting whatever you want to put down there, and if you want to close it, you just click one button right here, and then you can just walk right in.
Alright, so we have a beautiful big screen display with lots of different things that we can play with. My favorite thing to play with is this little track app we got, Performance Pages. A really cool thing about this is we can test out a dyno, do a self-dyno, all within this app. We also got to tell us our engine features, what's going on, G-force to track what way this vehicle's throwing us, gauges, see what we're sitting at, all the temperature of our coolants and fluids and everything. Timers, so we can see how fast we're ripping that quarter mile. And at your home screen, just your basic stuff, all in one. You can see everything you're doing. There's also lots of other apps that you can play around with. It just goes on. You got Sirius XM, satellite radio in this. You got your climate controls. You got heated, cooled seats, heated steering wheel. A con of it though is that heated steering wheel, it heats up, it gets toasty. Yeah, you got your apps, navigation, where to. If you want to go home, work, you can mark all the places you want to go. CarPlay, has Apple CarPlay, and your settings just to play around, decide what you need, display, all that good stuff, yada yada.
One really cool feature that I want to mention is this Jeep Cherokee. It has a carbon fiber accent all around the car. And now let's talk about fun buttons. All right, so this button right here, this is to warm up your nitrous bottle, and the button right back here, if you push it back and hold it, it closes the NOS tank, and if you hold it front, it opens the NOS tank. And little red button here is how you use the nitrous. You hit it and the car goes.
All right, well, enough's enough. Let's go take this bad boy out for a rip.
Let's go.
I'd like to give a huge thanks to Kevin Wiks for lending us his beautiful 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. It was a lot of fun shooting this video, and I hope you guys enjoy. Now, Austin, you want to tell us about the specs on this?
The specs on this bad boy? Woo! Does she ever pack some power?
Oh yeah, she does.
We're sitting at 475 horsepower, and we got some nitrous in this, so we put in a 100 shot. We're sitting at that 575 mark. Insane. Coming in next with 470 torque, nearly matching that horsepower, and we do have a heftier car here. We're sitting at 5,001 pounds. And these cars are good to haul up to 7,200 pounds. It's got that 6.4 liter Hemi. It's a big engine. It's a big boy.
Engine, yep.
8-speed, and yeah, pricing in, we're looking at $86,000.
Ooh, is that American?
That's Canadian. That's Canadian.
Oh, that's actually awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, I can.
Yeah. What do you think of this power? What do you think of those specs?
Okay, I think for the vehicle that it is, what I like about this the most is, you know, you can drive it as a family SUV, you know, a nice drive with a family, and then when this beast goes on the track, oh my gosh, it blows everyone away, right? So driving this SUV, the best part for me is always launching, you know.
Oh, I know.
I'm a big fan of launching a sports vehicle. And I got to tell you, the throttle response is amazing on this car. As you drove it too.
Yeah,
How do you feel?
as soon as my foot goes on that gas, just a little bit right into the back of the seat.
Yeah, and it has special features like all those apps that we can actually see the G-force and all those track apps. Like, what do you think, Michael? How do you find those?
I think it's really nice. It's a good layout on the screen there. Everything's easy to find. And yeah, the power is really nice. You can really feel it. And with that power, of course, you need braking. So as I mentioned before, we got Brembos in the front and the rear. And the handling on this vehicle is great. The braking is great. And the power is just great. Everything is perfect.
Yeah.
Really, for an SUV, you couldn't ask for more.
Yeah. Like, be it you're going for a family vacation, or be it you're going to race your buddies, it's perfect for both situations, according to me.
And the suspension on this also feels great. It goes around turns awesome, but it's actually tuned. It has special tuned for the suspension.
Really?
Yeah, it does. And yeah, all-wheel drive, picks up all nice. Good for all road conditions. Good for the track. Good for winter. Just it's got everything.
That was the important part. You know, let's keep it in mind that we're talking about an SUV. You know, like that's got all these cool features and nitrous kit, right?
Mopar, baby.
Yeah. How do you guys rate it?
How do I rate it?
What would you rate it from 1 to 10?
For everything
Considering
the car
everything,
is,
yeah.
it's an SUV. It's got power. I really like this car. I'd say I'd give it a 7.5.
7.5?
7.5 on my personal bias for what I like this car for what it is.
Okay, that's fair. And what about you, Michael? What do you think?
Well, my rating might be a bit biased because I've always wanted one of these, and I'm a Mopar guy, so like I'm gonna have to give this an 8 or a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
It's got everything I would want, and yeah.
Is there any, do you guys think if there's any con to this vehicle, like at all? If you think something that you noticed that, you know, this car could probably have?
Paddle shifters.
What about them?
The response is a little bit slow on those. You're better just to be in the automatic.
That's actually true.
But that's
another good thing I like about this car is you can set a custom launch control, so you can literally like tune every single thing that you want, like throttle response. You can set up on which RPM you launch at. So I think it's pretty cool, right? You can set it to however you want it exactly. You can set up if you want traction control off or not. All that features.
And the comfort is good too. The front seats, they're very comfortable. They really hug your body. They kind of have that sport look to them.
Yeah.
But you come to the back seats and we're kind of lacking on foot room. It's because this is a shorter wheelbase vehicle. If you want something with a bit more foot space, you might want to look at the Durango or the SRT possibly. The SRT Durango if you want to stick with the performance.
Yeah, that's a Hellcat motor though, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, the Hellcat would be supercharged, but
okay, yeah. Okay.
And it has lumbar support. I love lumbar support. And all the seats are heated, even in the back. So
And the steering wheel.
And the steering wheel. That's a con though. The steering wheel, it gets really, really toasty, really
gets
fast.
Toasty, yes.
If only you could shut it off.
Oh wait, you can.
We haven't tested the music system in this car yet, but we can do that right now. You guys want to do it?
Yep, crank. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'd like to give a shout out to Devo's Car Wash for sponsoring us. If you like this video, be sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and let us know what vehicle you want us to do next.
Check us out on Instagram, Next Gen Car Club.
Ciao.
Mopar!